Hi everyone. So today I'm gonna show you guys, like previous video, I try to explain you guys how to install this the stone. It's a thin cut natural stone, but it doesn't really matter. It's a natural stone or cultured stone. The way you are laying it, it's same, and only when you cut it, it's if it's natural stone, it's a little bit harder, right? And natural stone also doesn't come like the size like a cultured stone. So natural stone pretty much comes like a very random. So you make the sizes. So as you see here, there's a couple key points you guys have to be very careful about it. All the horizontal and the vertical lines shouldn't be too long. For example, look at this line. It starts from here, end up right here, right? Because I break it here. Or look at this line here. It starts here and end up here. If this line is longer than this, for example, start here and end up all the way down here, so it's gonna look ugly. People who's not like people like a customer actually doesn't really know about that much, right? That's why but usually it shouldn't be that way. It should be proper way. So sometimes it can be a little bit longer, but not all the time. So now I'm gonna show you guys, actually previous video I shared, it was a glass block. I over there I mentioned that I'm gonna show how to do grout. Either the glass block or cultural stone or natural stone, any type of stone with the joint. Um, there is some key point. Like when I install the stone, and I believe that's the right way. That's why I want to show you guys the right way. The joints, it shouldn't be more than like a half inch. You try to make it look like half inch, like, and you try to make everywhere even. Some part, if it's like too wide, too thin, and it's not gonna look also good. And yeah, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to do the grout right now. Here is the grout bag. That's another thing I want to show you guys. There's two type of grout bag. One is, it's just like I use like a Marshalltown. This one is the white one. Right now it's a little bit dirty, but it's a white color, and the material is a little bit thinner. There is the other one. It's kind of like a leather look, but it's so hard. It's really hard to work with. The people, they maybe get used to use it. That's why they don't know the difference. But once they know the difference between this and that one, I believe they're gonna choose this, because this one is more softer and thinner. Maybe this one will get when, like this one you can use it 5 times, the other one maybe you're gonna use it 8 times, but during the process, this one makes your job very easy. So I'm gonna put by the way, when you start doing grout, that you have to cut here. It depends. If your grout line is like thinner, then you're gonna cut it a little bit. If your grout line is bigger, then you cut it bigger. It depends on how wide is your grout line. So when you're doing it, I want to show you here. Let's see. There is 2 ways to do this, and I believe most of the people doesn't even know about it. They just see it from the other people, and then they just get used to it this way. They do it like this, and they squeezing it. So when you do it a lot, it really kills your hand. So the way you have to do it, you take the air inside, like make it tight like this, and then hold it like this, and then use your arm. Use your arm to push it, not your finger and your hand. Otherwise, you're gonna kill yourself. So how you're doing it? You put it in, and you don't have to be in hurry. Slowly, and make sure and make sure that the mud goes all the way in. This is really important. The mud has to be inside of the joint 100%. Otherwise, when it's dry a little bit and then you start scrubbing it, cleaning it and brushing it, so what's going to happen is they will start coming out and there will be holes. So if you don't want it, so you have to make sure that the mortar goes all the way in. And then make sure when you're doing it, look at my arm pushing up, I'm not squeezing it with my hand. And then make sure it's like a come out a little bit. It's not a big deal. So when it's dry, you're gonna clean it like this. And then make sure everywhere is filled. Not even one point stay without mud. It should be filled everywhere. So while you are doing it a lot, then you will get used to it. So it's not gonna really take much time. So now we did this part. So I will show you guys again when it's dry. Then we will start using snicker and then just scrubbing it and then brush it. Then it's gonna be the final look.